Hello, hope you guys are doing good. Today, I'm not always going to do it this frequently, but today we're going to have Terrance on, and I'm so excited to have Terrance. So Terrance is a massage therapist and esthetician from Mississippi, and he's an educator. He's quite an amazing person with quite an amazing story. I'm so excited to have him on today. So Terrance, through a friend, and he came to the Babe Collective conference last year and was one of our educators. People just loved Terrance's um, education, and he has a book which I purchased as well. Just trying to get him connected here. So I'm so excited to have him on today. Technology, Mercury in retrograde. I'm glad no one's sitting here with us. Hi, Terrance.
Hey, Courtney, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good. So glad to hear. I was just rambling about how amazing you are, and that I'm so excited how we got to know, how we got connected, and that you were here for the Babe Collective conference last year, and everybody loved you, and that you have this amazing book. Some of our people, some of our guests purchased your book, including myself.
Yeah,
So, anyways, I'm so excited to have you on today.
yes. I'm super excited because this topic is huge in the industry. So I'm just excited to share about the topic and be there in Illinois. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, yeah. So what he's referring to is, so Terrance is going to be coming to Chicago, and he's going to be teaching the non-surgical facelift through manual lymphatic drainage. This is going to be a small, intimate class, and if you've ever taken one of Terrance's classes, you know this is going to be amazing. But I'm so excited because Terrance does this in his private practice, and he teaches it. If you follow Terrance, you know that he's been teaching this all over the country, and I'm so lucky to have him coming to the Chicagoland area. This class is going to be in October, so if you are needing in Illinois, our massage therapists are in renewal right now, and so this will apply for this will get you continuing education hours if you are a massage therapist, esthetician, or even if you're a cosmetologist that's working in um, the spa side of things. So, Terrance, why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself a little bit, and we can talk about your class that's coming up.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you again, Courtney, for having me. I'm Terrance Bonner. I am a licensed massage therapist, esthetician, instructor as well. Like she said, I'm a two-time award-winning author, hailing from the great state of Mississippi. I've been in the industry for over 13 years. I have traveled around the world training as well as teaching. And so, again, I'm just super excited to bring this amazing modality to Chicago area because, again, lymphatic drainage is huge, and I honestly wish I would have found it earlier than 5 years. I've been practicing 5 years, and I have seen thousands of clients come through my treatment room with so many different, whether that's post-surgical, non-surgical, hence why I kind of gravitated towards the non-surgical. We're going to talk about surgical things in the class, and so again, I'm just super excited to bring that to Chicago.
That's so great. I'm excited because it's we have access as professionals to so many cool tools, but this investment in this class, all you're going to need after this, guys, is your hands. No fancy equipment, just these beautiful hands of
Yeah,
ours that, we have, and of course the knowledge that Terrance is going to be
yeah,
sharing. But it's just going to be so nice because no matter what fads are happening, if you guys know anything about the lymphatic system, it actually has more fluid than blood in our body, and it does not pump itself. So we
Yes.
need to, help people and educate people on the amazing things that it can do. And this treatment is just such a nice, non-invasive thing for people, because not everybody wants all the injections and the surgeries, but they still want to feel and look good, right?
Mhm. They still want that benefit. And that's how, I came into naming the class what it was because, of course, me getting my training 5 years ago, I went because so many people were coming after surgery or before their surgery saying, hey, my doctor said I need to find a therapist because I'm going to have surgery. I need to find somebody to do post-op. So, of course, in my mind, that's what I'm going for, even though I learned all the other things. But in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm only going for this. And it has yielded me a lot of money. But in the meantime, I had clients coming in, and actually my first client, and when I do teach, when I do different trade shows, different shows, this particular client I always show because she got such amazing results. She looks 10 years younger. And I verbally say this, but when I show the picture, people, everybody's like, oh my God. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a real thing. So, I always show her because she was my very first client. She entrusted me, with getting, the information to her, understanding what's happening. She could not believe that I was only going to use my hands. She was like, okay, you're not going to use the machines. You're not going to use any topicals, nothing. I was like, no, I'm only going to use my hands. So she was very skeptical. But she trusted me. She had been coming to me for a little while for other services. And, we just began to just educate her on what it was. And and when I teach, I always tell people, it's like people have money. They have the money, but in their mind, it was like, okay, they're gonna put me to sleep. Maybe I'm gonna have a scar or this, and there was, they get a little more scared. And so she was that way. She's a, more mature lady, and she was like, I don't want them to put me to sleep. And I was just telling her, I said, well, I can yield you the same results without having surgery, and of course, you can save money. And long story short, she did, and she got amazing, amazing results. And she came to me right before COVID. So she came March of 2020. And of course, we closed for 2 months. And she's been coming to me ever since for her maintenance. And so we talk about cost per service, understanding, what it's going to cost you to do the services, how much money you're going to make, all of these things. And again, as an esthetician, as a massage therapist, we use different things in the treatment room, whether that's cleansing, toners, moisturizer, all these things to do the product. Even massage therapy, we use lotion, cream, whatever. We're still using something. But in this particular service modality that you will learn in the neck and the face, we're only using our hands. So therefore, there's no other products being used. So therefore, your bottom line, your cost per service goes up or goes down because you're not using any type of, product or equipment or anything like that. So you're able to make more money faster because you're using this amazing technique that you will learn in class and understand the lymphatic system because that's huge as well. So we learn. So basically, the class is 80% hands-on and 20% theory. So, and I've had several people, reach out and ask, several questions about and stuff like that. But, this definitely is a hands-on class. So you will be getting plenty of hands-on. When you leave, you will be thoroughly educated and understand what you're doing. And of course, you will have that after class support as well. So,
That's so great. And I imagine, like the client that you mentioned, I imagine that when you provide such great results, that not only will she be coming back for her maintenance, but she's going to be sending her clients to, or her friends rather, to
mhm.
you. And I imagine this is just, not only is it so beneficial, excuse me, but it's just something that can stand you out from the crowd. And I don't think, I mean, I feel like lymphatic system right now is a little bit of a buzzword, and people are getting more on board with how important it is and how beneficial and the results that you can get out of it when you're, making when you're cleaning out the garbage, if you will. But I just think this would be such a great opportunity for people to be offering something non-invasive, natural, that doesn't cost you anything really except this investment and a safe, clean place to provide the service.
Yes.
So it's such a great, unique service that, obviously the results will speak for themselves, and people will love it. And a lot of us don't, even if you are getting injections and, like you're saying, the surgery, sometimes you still need to do things to support that. So
Correct.
otherwise your results, we're still aging every
Correct.
day.
And that's one of the things, I talk about. Even though the class is called non-surgical, you learn how to work on clients who haven't had surgery, but also the clients who may have had surgery. You're able to offer the same results to help them speed up the process of healing too. So again, it's across the board. You learn how to work with non-surgical and surgical clients. And I also teach you how to the money that you're investing, how to have one client to make your money back. So a lot of
That's awesome.
times, you invest in a class or equipment. It's like, okay, you gotta have these many clients to make the money back, and then you begin to see, profit. But you need one client,
One
only
client,
one
and
client,
you'll
one.
have this knowledge forever.
Correct.
Yeah.
You see? So
That is amazing. I'm so, it's so refreshing to hear that, because like you said, many times you need, 30, 50, 100, 200 clients just to
yeah.
make your money back before you're making money doing it. And that's nice, that, and you'll have this knowledge forever that you can treat your clients with and help them.
Mhm.
Do you recommend, and maybe you talk about this more during class, but do you recommend making relationships with, like surgeons or other
Oh
types of,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that's something we talk about. I share anytime I'm doing, shows or in class. Basically, when I teach, I mean, I give it all, I leave it all in there. There's nothing like, oh, well, you didn't tell us about that. No, I leave it all in the classroom, only because you can't gatekeep. You can't gatekeep, and I have learned that I can't take it with me when I leave.
mm,
So my goal is to give as much information as possible. So we
mm,
talk about the doctors and ways that you can do it. The way that I did it, I know you got to go. We don't have that much time, but the way that it happened for me was that a client came in. Her daughter actually referred her to me. I didn't know her, but on the flip side of that, of course, she had to go back for her checkups with her doctor. And when she would go back, he was like, you're doing amazing. What are you doing? She was like, I'm getting massages, and this is who I'm going to. And long story short, she went back a couple more times. Now, most time, doctors release their patients at least 6 months. They release them in 6 months. Well, this particular doctor released her in 4 months because she did such she was getting such amazing results and she healed so much faster. And so he began to send clients to me. I never met him. I never talked to him over the phone, but because she was getting the results that she was getting, he saw that and he just began to. I would, thank you for calling the Glam Station. Oh yeah, doctor so and so referred me to you. I'm just like, oh, okay, great. So it became a thing of like, I don't even have to advertise anymore.
yeah,
Really,
that's,
really, I mean, every blue moon, I can say, hey, I do lymphatic drainage, or this is what I do, this is what lymphatic drainage is, but it became to a point where I didn't have to do any of that anymore because he was literally feeding me clients. And so that was amazing. But we talk about that. We talk about other ways, if that doesn't happen for you, what you can do to, being able to network with doctors and be able to get clients that way. But that is, if you can do that, that is amazing. That would be amazing. But, that is an option once you, again, have that. Certificate of completion for the class, and have the knowledge and the skills to offer the service.
That's great. Um, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this type of treatment is less taxing on our bodies as a technician than many other services we can offer,
Correct.
correct?
Correct. So, I mean, if I had my way, I would do lymphatic drainage all day long. Because it's very, oh my gosh, I mean, as a body worker, as a massage therapist, I mean, most of the people that come in across the board is going to be deep tissue. When it
Mm,
comes to the different modalities, you're going to do deep work. And so having my clients come in after surgery. I'm just like, hey, it gives me a break. Of course, doing aesthetic work gives me a break. But I mean, if this is what you want to do and just hone in only on lymphatic drainage, you'll have longevity in your career.
yeah. I think even if you love what you're doing already, but whether you want to shift gears or you just want to
Mhm.
put this in the mix, I think there's something to be said about doing a variety of different services, still that are complementary, but then at least it gives your body, a break, and you are using different muscles as opposed to doing the exact same thing, which can be
Mhm.
so aggressive.
Repetitive. Yeah.
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 Amazing. I have a little bit more time. If you have anything else you think we need to share about the class or about the service itself or anything like that, or about yourself.
Um, I mean, I don't think anybody would truly understand it until after it hits them, like that light bulb goes off, and it happens every single time after class. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks, it may be a month. I always get a message or a text message say, "Oh my God, like my client loved it. They see results. I see the results." So it's just amazing when I can tell you all this information. You have all the theory part and you learn the technique, but when you begin to see the results for yourself, oh my gosh, it's like a job well done.
Yeah.
It's almost like I can't explain it, but it's like once you see the results and the client, because with that particular client I was talking about, she's my first client, I would do the before and afters each and every time. So I had begun to see the results, but she did not.
Mm,
And so it wasn't until we were done that she was like, okay, I see it. But each time she came, I saw the results. And we talk about that too, like how often should the client come, all of these things, and that goes back into why you only need one client to get your investment back. But it's less taxing on the body, more money that you can make in less time, having to do, and again, less products that you have to, your cost per service. So you're not using any products. So it's just amazing. And so, like I said, so many people are, finding out about lymphatic drainage or want to learn more about lymphatic drainage. So this is the perfect time. Even if, you want to learn how to do the full body, this is a great intro to understanding lymphatic drainage and begin to learn the techniques of, how to do lymphatic drainage because it's not what you think, especially as a massage therapist, it's not what you think.
okay, that's great. Let me just peek and see if anybody had anything to say or any questions for those of you that are watching, or if you're catching the replay, you can of course we'll be posting the replay. So if you have questions, just drop them in the comments. Oh, someone said this will be awesome. Such a phenomenal educator, and Chicago will be in for such a treat with having Terrance educate. I could not agree more.
Yes.
Dr. Rita Rios gave us a little love, and just a few people hopping on and off. So, well, I was going to ask you too, with this
Mhm.
service, is it one of those services where it's best, and I'm sure you'll be going over this more in depth, but just like a brief, is it one of those services where it's best if they receive the treatment a series of times and then you go to more maintenance level?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep. hmm
that's what I was.
so that's why I referred to the client where she came right before COVID. COVID happened, and then, like I said, she's been coming ever since. We came back in May of 2020, so she's been coming ever since May of 2020. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's great. And she's obviously happy,
yeah.
or it's been
Very
almost five
happy.
years.
Yeah. So that it just attests. And again, we talk about numbers. That's one thing I like to talk about and really break it down so you understand because a lot of people don't. I didn't at one point. I was like, I'm just doing the service. I'm just going through. But when you're able to break it down and really see exactly what it is, because had the conversation years ago, and I was like, okay, if you do an out call for a massage, I'm charging $100. How much money do you make? And it was like, oh, I make $100. I was like, no, you don't. So
Yeah,
we really break it down so you understand like timing and all of this and having to put it back into the business if you're an owner, but we break all of that down. So
that's great. Um, yeah, I was gonna say something and now I forgot. It always happens to me. Anyway, I'm super excited about this. I think it's gonna be so. Oh, I remember now. I was gonna say I imagine too that with this type of treatment, what I know about lymphatic drainage, while these results of doing this treatment on the face can give this non-surgical facelift, I'm sure it's doing a number of other amazing things just for the body and
correct.
the face. So not even just a cosmetic kind of, treatment. It's just you get that added bonus benefit of it. So,
Yeah. And two, we're basically we're just touching the surface. Because again, as an esthetician, as somebody who deals with skin, you have so many different things that are going on. You have acne, rosacea, eczema, and all of those things derivative of inflammation. So having inflammation in the skin and being able to flush all of that out with just lymphatic drainage, especially for the more holistic therapists that are out there who, don't use a lot of actives and they want to do things that are, are more, again, holistic on the inside as well as out. This is amazing and great for them as well.
sure.
So,
I believe that for sure. Yeah, that's so great. Oh, all right. Well, I have to get going. So, thank you so much for hopping on with me, Terrance, and letting everyone know I'm so excited to have you. Again, you guys, I forgive me, I don't have the exact date, but it's mid-October. I will write it in the comments here or in the information here. We're so excited and thank you for watching and catching the replay. Shoot us any messages, any questions you have in the messages or in the comments. We're happy to answer them. But this is going to be a very intimate class because we want to make sure that you're getting the knowledge that you need. And again, it's CECU approved in several states for massage therapists, estheticians, and cosmetologists that are in the spa side. So, and of course, if you aren't already, be sure to follow Terrance. I'll be tagging him on this post, but he's got great information, is always doing magical things, in my opinion. And you
thank
can
you.
catch, he does other types of education. And I mean, he's just such a great resource and a kind person. So wonderful to have in your life.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. I'm sure we'll come back again, but definitely, ask your questions. We're happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you so much.
Um,
And I will talk to you soon. Have a good day.
all right, you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.